everybody. And if you noticed, we did not have an intro. That is because we do not need an intro for this episode. So I have Z Pain, say hi,
Hello.
and then we have Z Dog. So did make a promise to the viewers that I would be doing a sort of like Q&A type video for the Z Pain arc or the Z Pain saga, whatever one you want to call it. So that's why we have them here today because we're going to be officially be doing it. Don't mind the gameplay in the background. That's just there as filler. It was going to be used for one of the archives videos, but I decided to use it here. So first topic. I want to start off a little tiny nibble. What was your favorite? How was it recording? Like, how was it recording the videos and everything like that? You know what I mean? Like, how was it? How did you guys like recording the
Okay.
videos? Everything like that. Specifically, like try to keep it around the Z Pain saga. So you guys can answer however you want, whenever you want, out of turn, anything, you know what I mean. So go ahead.
Alright,
How?
I'll start first. I'll start first, even though you didn't
Let
tell
Oh,
me do
me
something
to
real quick.
say
I'll be
hi or
back.
anything.
okay.
But
Go
what's
ahead.
up,
Go ahead.
guys?
Z
It's
Dog.
your
Z
boy,
Pain just left real quick.
Vito
So
Reliate
yeah,
Gaming here.
yeah. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna say filming this was actually really nice. It was fun and it was intense at some times, especially
I'm
when
back.
we had like time after time creeper explosions at our house.
Yeah, that
That was
those
fun.
those were cut off camera, but they were definitely some of the funnier parts in the video. Z Pain, wait a minute. Z Dog's giving his side, and then you can talk.
All right.
Okay.
But I feel like it was definitely it was definitely a pleasure to record. Definitely, I agree. Like you can probably agree, Z Dog. It was definitely a pleasure to record.
Yeah, actually,
If
there was one creeper explosion that was actually caught on a video. It was the the last one we did,
oh yeah.
right when I got the dog.
Um, the one thing I do kind of hate about it is there's a whole like 30-minute video that we did that never got published to YouTube where we actually left our original home and
Yeah,
went all the way to our new home that you see in the video. It was supposed to be the start of it, and it was actually never recorded. So when me and Z Dog were doing it, Z Dog was new to recording, and
yeah.
he didn't actually do the recording software properly. So there's an entire like 30-minute video that was supposed to be published that never did. Z Pain, now that you're back, tell us. So the question was, how was it recording? Like the series? Did you have fun? Any like notes or anything like that? You know,
It was
like
pretty
basically how
fun
was it?
to record it. Um, I actually had a
Yeah.
secret base under Jimbo's house.
I
Believe it
think
or
it was
not.
by the Nether portal. I know you did. You
Yeah.
you liked a lot how so when you see in that opening scene, there was two scenes that me and Z Pain actually did separate without Z Dog, and it was the starting segment, which is in the thumbnail of the final chapter. You remember Z Pain where it was me going up there. We had to actually get the scene perfectly. It was just me and him. It was recorded like 4 days before we even got Z Dog in on the final part, and then the part where we got is of when I was freaking out because I killed Z Dog, and Z Pain walks in the house. The one in the video actually was recorded that same day, right after. Z Pain, you remember the original one was recorded the same day as the when we recorded that intro segment. You remember that or no?
Uh, no.
You it. Yeah. Remember when I like walked up and like we were doing that intro segment of like you trying to like me telling you that Z Dog's out of the loop, and then after we got that finally recorded after all the bloopers, remember we had to go back to the house and like you walked in and we took like 4 tries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was that. Definitely clean changing topic. What was your personal like favorite video out of the entire saga? Like, what was your personal favorite video?
Um,
All right. You're gonna go first.
I watched the one where I went into the house because after that video, I got to make my secret base.
So I think it might have been the final one, but it might have been before that because I let you in the world way before that. That way we can get used to our stuff and everything. Go ahead, Zito. What was your favorite video?
All right, so my favorite video, let me think here, out of all the videos that I've done.
Oh, in the Z-Pain saga.
I know. Um, hmm. I'm gonna say the video when we actually started growing. I think it was our second video when like we actually started getting bigger and
I'll
more
be right back.
efficient with our work.
Yeah, I I I personally liked. It was I think the one where we first ever went to the Nether, where it was when we first ever
Hmm.
started going to the Nether and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Because that was the first. It was the one where I was playing the Blaze skin and I hit you off.
Yeah.
That was my personal favorite video. And then since Z Paint's not here, we'll go on to the next one. So another one. This is about the kind of lore-ish. Um, do you agree? Not agree, but which one do you think I should have done? Because I have the Z Paint arc. I personally think it started with episode 6 of the Z Paint arc. Like episode 6 of Minecraft is the start of the Z Paint arc, the end of the Minecraft series, and the start of the Z Paint arc. But
Uh-huh.
when you're watching it from a story, like if you're watching from the Minecraft playthrough, it goes episode 5, then episode 6, and it then starts the continue the Minecraft series.
Mhm.
But should I have? I personally kind of think that as the head canon of the start, like episode 6 is the head canon. But
Mhm.
would you agree that episode 6 is the start, or would it be the start of the Minecraft playthrough? Of the like original Minecraft playthrough would be the start of it because that's what I've been thinking and having people like come up and ask me like, hey, which one's the technical start of it? Which is like a good question. I haven't given a definitive answer because
I feel
I'd say it
like,
would be episode 6, but I also think
yeah,
that if you're going from like overall, it would be episode 1 of the Minecraft playthrough. What do you
I,
think?
I think it's episode 6 because after 6, we didn't even go back to like the main point. That, like, episode 6 was the beginning of that part. Like, I would say, like, a whole new part of
I'm back.
the Pain Saga. So, like, the point of having that house that had to be blurred out, like we didn't even go back to that. But like as soon as we got to our new house, that's when it completely changed. And then we had the glitchy effect in the Nether, and then we had me
The hidden
go like,
messages and all that.
yeah.
So I can actually explain. Zping can also help me a little bit. So the reason that we had that house glitched out, if anyone and I should be putting up like photos and stuff what we're talking about. I would prefer if you guys go back and rewatched. I might like go back and rewatched it. But the house he's referring to is Z Paint's original house, where if you go back in the footage, like in the original Minecraft playthrough, it's very known that he was working on the house. He was building the house. That was Z Paint's house. So, and it blurred it out because it made more sense to blur it out since it was, his house. Wow, like
Hmm.
it would kind of spark up like a little bit of theories. And speaking of theories, now we're gonna get on to like theories people have had that like, and then these are people that come up to me and like people I think like if you're going into a blind, you're like, who's this? What's this? I think we can answer some of the questions here today. Um,
Hmm.
so about the secret words, we just brought that up. I think that was a great idea. Like if people, I
Hmm.
try to have people sit on them, but then when you go in depth, it's Z-Dog can agree. So what we originally did is we originally had me going with the secret words, and then he was going to have the exact same words but altered in his, and we actually divided the idea and go, mine was telling me to go away, his was telling him to go forward, and it was telling him to go
Hold up,
forward.
Jimbo. I have a question. Can I
Of
talk about
course.
the secret base we had?
Hold on, because we're kind of trying, we're kind of moving past the secret base, but so the whole point was that we were trying to tease Z Dog turning into becoming Z Pain was gonna turn into Z Dog, like kind of take over back his spot. The whole point is that Z Dog, it was Z Dog's introduction to the channel, but
Hmm.
also it was also like Z Pain's return because but when that final video, like with the final chapter of Z Pain coming back, the last video he was in was made 5 months before that on a Roblox video. So it was kind of the return for Z Pain and the arrival of Z Dog, which is also why I really like the playthrough. Not playthrough. I like the series because it kind of
Hmm.
introduced him to my channel and they brought Z Pain back into more videos. And he's like way more mature now, so it actually makes a lot more sense to bring him in. He's still the Z Pain that we all
Well,
love, but
well,
but yeah, he's still the Z Pain we love, but it's more or less just he's more mature, so he actually kind of fits in with everyone now. And I don't know, Z Pain. What do you think about like the secret like letters and stuff, like the secret messages we had? Like, do you have any? We're kind of talking about how if people actually look into our videos, you can actually see all the little words. We made it so that people can actually find it. What do you think? You think that was like a good idea of like to keep them in two separate videos, kind of? Any comments on that?
Jimbo, I have one simple question. Do you want your phone to turn into a bomb real quick?
Can we try? I want to try to keep this a little serious. So
yeah.
next
I
next
have a quick thing to say.
go ahead.
So, if you guys remember, if you have watched that video before, at the very end, I completely made it like a whole glitchy effect. That was all my idea too. It's like
That
Jimbo
was all
agreed
his
with it too.
idea. That was all his idea. But what happened was my game actually crashed. Believe it or not,
Mhm.
my like I think my controller disconnected or something. I think my game crashed
Mhm.
and it put me on the Minecraft menu, and I just went dead silent. And when we did that, it was actually moments before he actually was taken out of the game because it took him out of my world. And the
Mhm.
whole point was that I I was gone, diddly done for. I was crashed. I was done. But yeah, I was gonna say that like he Z Dog was a great companion throughout the
You
series,
should
and Z
check your
Pain
phone.
Z Pain.
Try
Stop a
to
little
be
bit.
serious with this.
But Z Pain also was involved within a lot. Like every video that we published, I came back to him and was like, "Hey, do you like this? Is a good idea," and he agreed with me on everything that I did. Going to the next thing is the order of them. This is kind of a weird way, kind of like how I asked like when the start of the series is. But
Hmm.
so in the order that there are in the playlist is how they were recorded and how they were released. So it's release order. It's not scrambled up. But one thing I do want to say is that um, I personally find this. I don't know if anyone else knows this, but so Z Pain versus King Cobra.
I've got a question.
Hold on. Z Pain versus
No,
King Cobra had
I
nothing
need
to
to say something.
do with the story, but I made it fit into the way of the story because the last time people saw me or anything of Z Pain was in the previous Minecraft video. I personally see it as Z Pain playing with his captives, and then that's whenever he sends us into the final chapter. But it can really go either way of Z Pain versus King Cobra can happen before that or after that. Either way, the final chapter happens at the end. It's just I don't know wherever you guys think that should go. I keep it at the right before it, as like the
Hmm.
final send off. Like you see Z Pain, and then you're like, oh shit, who's this dude at the very end? And it's actually Z Pain. Like he's fully revealed now.
Hmm.
But I was just thinking that it would
Yeah.
we should bring it up to make sure there's no confusion over the watch order and people are like maybe they're out of order or stuff like
Can I
that.
say something
They're
real quick?
not. Is it about this?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The entire like reason that all of this the entire series happened was because we wanted to check back on the old Minecraft world.
Yeah, actually, if you want to talk, we can actually talk about that because that actually might be. So after Minecraft Part 5, or it might have been Part 4. I don't know. After the original world, when the last video was the last time we actually played on it, because we played on it later that day, and we played on a copy of the world. We didn't do anything else on that world after that day. So when you see me and Rusty in the part start of the Z Pain arc, is genuinely that's our genuine reaction because we don't remember nothing about the world. Only time I was in it was when we were in the copy and we were flying around in creative and me and Z-Pain were like, dog, we should redo this. Idea was also made 12 at night with Z-Pain, thinking over the idea. Um, so we're coming back to like the whole premise of it.
Hmm.
So I do also like want to give I have like two more things I want to talk about, and these like things that could keep us on talking for a while. So it is first one clear as they should be clear as any. Why does Z Dog have to die? I have the reason. Z Pain knows the reason. I think Z Pain knows, but let's hear Z Dog. Z Dog, why do you think you had to die?
The reason why I think I had to die is because of the second Z. People, like in movies, how they would always say there's not enough room for the two of us. I feel like that's what Z Pain's perspective kind of was, is like there
Yes,
can't
the
be two
two
Z's
of
in this
us.
world.
We can make it if we try. But I see that
Yes, two of us.
honestly. So Z Pain, why do you think Z Dog had to die? I think you know the real reason, but I want to see if you forgot it.
I'm gonna make a joke real quick, and then the actual reason. I always come back.
Okay.
And
Now,
then,
Well,
why do you think he had to
um,
die? If you know the real reason, you could say it.
because we had planned. Like I don't, but before I'm pretty sure I even knew Z Dog. It was we were going to make a story where I didn't go back for like 6 to 7 months, and I came back, and then a bit after that, we made this thing. You would find someone else to do the thing with, and then in the end, I would kill them, and then like replace them.
This is true. This is not the full real reason, but this is the real reason. At the
Yeah.
this like half parse of it, the idea was that we would get a new person to fill in for Z Pain, because if you go in my videos, Z Pain was in a couple of my videos, but he's more of an icon than anybody else. So we were gonna find someone, make videos with them, get them to be the new icon, and then when we do this, Z Pain would kill them and come back officially, kind of like out of retirement. So, but when I met Z Dog, it actually fit perfectly. And Z Dog was also an up and coming YouTuber. He only had like 30 subs at this point in time, so he agreed
At
to
this
do it
point in
because
time, I want everyone to know I only had like 4 subs.
at the point in time of when we started the idea, Z Pain
Yeah,
only had 4, and Z Dog had 30. I had
and now I
one.
got 6.
I
So
had 120. So when we started the idea, we all
okay,
had like lower
fair.
subscribe amounts. So, but it was a big idea, like combining the 3 YouTube channels and everything like that. But here's the official, real reason. So, official big reason is because me and Z Dog had great chemistry, like how me and Z Pain did at the start. So when me and Z Dog
but I'm not good at
were like,
chemistry.
no, you're great at chemistry. You get along with everyone that we record with, but it's mainly
No,
so
I didn't. Have
me
you
and
seen me
Z
and
Dog.
Rusty
So
before we became kind of friends?
true, But Z Dog. So here's the thing. So Z Dog was also kind of hand selected because of the Z, but it was also because when we would record or anything, he kind of had the kind of silly demeanor. He was kind of like a grown up Z Pain whenever he first came onto the channel,
He is.
and it is, and he is. You say he is. I kind of see it, but when you also look,
Built time
the
machine.
double Z is a good point. I got a comrade that came out, made his big break on Minecraft. A comrade came on, made his big break on Minecraft. Did a Minecraft series up to a certain point. Did a Minecraft
I
series
think
up
your
to a
same
certain point.
comrade as we're like they
Started
played
making
war
videos with
and
me
war
separately
Russian.
outside of Minecraft, and we
Hey,
have a certain
comrade.
thing related to an anime game. Both of you, and both of you similar names, similar
Hmm.
basically all basically similar. And it kind of makes more sense to have Z Dog die, like quote unquote die, compared to having Z Pain come back and have a fight because Z
I
Pain was
kind of
already
wanted was
here.
like an
He takes
actual
place.
fight
He
that we
takes.
had.
It was kind of a fight, but it was more or less like,
No, it was not. It was me charging at him and hitting him a few times. It was like a
yeah,
uh,
but whole
stone
point was
sword.
that like it was the name plus the similarities plus like the way they came onto the channel and everything like that. And final one above all question. So, final one above all question. Do you guys, so you two, not the viewers, Z Dog and Z Pain, do you guys
Hmm.
actually hate each other and follow up on that kind of building off of it? So, do you guys actually
Hmm.
hate each other? And if you guys had the option to, would you do anything different in the series and why? So, answer the first one, do you guys actually hate each other? And answer the second one right after.
No. And if there was one thing I could do different about the show between me and him, I think that it would, well, not show, but thing, I think it would be basically, um, like we meet earlier on, like a lot earlier on,
Like I see
and
glimpses of
then,
you.
well, yeah, like you talk to Jimbo about it, but Jimbo just thinks you're tripping and you're on like drugs or something.
Yeah.
I could see that. So like, just have Z Pain have bigger influence on the series than just having like glitching the videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say, Z Pain? Like you'd have a bigger
Yes.
influence than just that. All right, and then Z Dog, do you actually hate Z Pain in real? Do you actually hate Z Pain, or
No.
y'all actually friends? You're not a
Yeah.
little salty that he killed you, not at all.
I'm not mad that he killed me, but
You're just mad you had to die.
yeah.
All
Well,
I'm
right.
installing
for a
Google
little
Slides
time
so I can make
being, if you guys
a new thing.
watched our previous Minecraft video, we actually got I got
Well, it's,
revived, but
we
Jimbo
we get
also died.
revived, but not Poncho, but Z Dog needs to make a part two onto that someday. TikTok make a
Yeah.
part two, but so yeah, so thank you guys. If you click on those video, thank you. This will be part of the Z Pain arc because it is just like a catch up. If you guys have any questions, any more questions, I would personally love if you put them in the comments section. Me, Z Dog, or Z Pain will answer with our own response, or might
Hmm.
all three respond. So if you have a question that we did not answer in this video, if we get enough questions, we might respond to them all in the comment section, or we might make a part two to this, just
Yeah.
basically cleaning up more things. And I do have a question for the viewers as well as Z Dog and Z Pain. If I were to make another series about like one of my other friends or anything like that, make another series like same kind of premise, like dramatic, but like like still kind of decent. Like if I were to make another like arc, like let's say it's the Z Dog Bradley 8 gaming arc, would you guys like want to be part of that? Like Z Pain, like would you want to be part of a new arc, or in the viewers, would you guys like a new arc? I would
I want
love
you
to
to
do
know
a
I'm
new
making
arc.
myself a new logo. I can't.
I would love to do a new arc personally. I find them fun. I find the lore complecting. I'm a big lore guy. I have the love the lore.
It's kind of
I love learning
fast
the lore of
growing.
yeah. I love the lore of anything I get into. So I would love to do a new kind of
Then you're
saga
probably
or
like a
arc.
fish.
Z
What?
Pain, do you like if we started a new series, like a new like Z Dog arc or like a new arc or like a new playthrough through a game that has like a story behind it, would you be down to get behind it? Like, would you get behind it? Would you want to be part of it?
Yeah.
Z Dog, I assume you would love to be part of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely, definitely. All right. So yeah, if the viewers comment that they want a new arc, we'll give them a new arc. You know, I love doing them. Love the story. Again, if any questions that we did not
What?
answer, put them in the comment section, and we might make a part two to this where we just answer more questions. And if you guys want us to make more videos on the original world, we have been playing on it recently. We have been doing things on it, so I would love to make a video on that Minecraft world again. If you guys want to see more of that,
Jimbo,
comment for everything. What's up, Z Dog?
I have a request for our outro.
What's the outro?
How about we all say the outro?
Oh my God, Z Pain, you want to say it with us?
Sure.
We're all gonna say my outro. All right. On three, we're gonna start from the thank you guys. All right.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you
Thank you
guys
guys
for
for watching
watching.
this
Make sure
video.
to like,
And
comment,
comment
and
and
subscribe. Share this
subscribe.
video. All your friends, that way we can get famous. Put that subscribe with post notifications on. That way you never miss a video. And go check out the Z Pain arc. It's on my channel. Go to my
Yep.
channel. Go to playlist. Every episode will be there. And go subscribe to Z Pain and Z Dog for coming around to help answer these
Yep.
questions. Y'all want to say it at the same time?
Yep.
Say what?
1, 2, 3. Peace.
Please.